Hey guys, if you have been watching my videos, you know that I got into ball pythons as well. I had 3 snakes before that I showed to you. The one is a Champagne Super Fire 2013 female. The other one is again a Phantom Potion, possible yellow belly female, again 2013. And then a 2014 pied, possible leopard male. So I had a snake rack of 5 snakes. So I said I need to get 2 more, and I wanted to get adults. So I got 1 adult, possibly grab it, vanilla. Here we see her. She unfortunately has not fed in my presence yet. So I'm just gonna try one more time in front of you, and if it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna leave the mouse overnight and see what happens to it. Just need to find my equipment. Alright, let's get one of these large adult mice and let's have a look. She doesn't seem to have any interest at all in them. And I have tried rats as well. And I know that she has been fed live before. And I cannot get a strike out of her, even though this mouse right now is quite warm. And I'm sure she's getting a heat signature. So I'm just gonna leave it there and then close her tab. But that's 1 snake that I got. Now let's open the tub beneath her. See the male. There we have, as you can see now, we have a wonderful looking male. He is actually vanilla cream, so he has vanilla, fire, and in addition to that, Mojave blood. So he will be a good breeder for my Phantom Potion as well. And I think he just looks spectacular. And he fed once so far. Let's see if he's gonna eat again. And see how he will react to food. I'm just picking up a mouse and I'm drying it so the substrate doesn't get stuck to it. But let's see how he'll react. He ate once, so that's positive. Boom. That's very nice. Now we can watch him feed. For people who doesn't know about ball pythons are from the python genus. The species is Regius. They're also called royal pythons, and they come from Africa in multiple countries. They normally do not look like this snake. They look a little bit like the snake that I just showed you, actually. And they are very common in the pet hobby. And what ended up happening is people found different mutations in the wild, color mutations, pattern mutations, even scale mutations, and they played onto them. So we have an animal like this, which doesn't look like anything at all like the original animal that came out of Africa. So triple mutation here does, different things to the pattern and the color, and we have a very interesting looking animal that is perfectly healthy, but it would be insanely rare in the wild, because in the wild, you know, you can have any of these three genes that I mentioned, and the animals will probably be able to survive because they don't do much difference. But when you mix them, and that's very highly unlikely for two animals to mate with two different mutations, you will get an animal that looks so different it cannot camouflage itself anymore. Therefore, you will have basically an animal that will die quite quickly. It will be prey to, you know, anything that feeds on snakes, as the camouflage effect is gone. However, in captivity we can basically introduce these different mutations, get these different color morphs by selective breeding, and get amazing snakes looking like this. Alright, he thinks now the mouse is dead, so he will feed on it. And then we'll get to watch. Again, on the side I'm feeding other animals, cleaning cages and all that, so you know, don't mind all the sounds that you may be hearing, guys. And just watch this beautiful snake feed. Right, he's just going to position himself so that he can get to the right place. In the meantime, I'm still making all the cages ready for my weekly feeding and cleaning and all that, and feeding all the animals. You know, snake keeping, especially when you have multiple snakes, might be easier than keeping other animals, but you have to clean a lot of cages, disinfect a lot of water bowls, feed a lot of animals, be careful, especially if you're into venomous snakes like me. So it's a full-time job sometimes, so you gotta be careful and you gotta get everything done. And here we have a butt biter. Snakes normally go for the head, but this beautiful guy is apparently gonna go from the butt end. But if it's what he wants, it's what he wants. Ball pythons are, in general, they can become picky eaters. They are very dependent on temperature and season and breeding cycles, etc. So it's good to see them feed when they feed. The female that I have, maybe, you know, she's going through, I'm just gonna turn on the camera light so you see him better as the cage lights are going off. The female may be, you know, she may be about to lay eggs, she may be going into a shedding cycle, whatever, but you know, there may be multiple factors. Anyway, this guy wanted to take his party inside, apparently, but I think oh no, he's coming out. But anyway, I think the main point was basically showing him and his beautiful colors and pattern, and I don't think you guys would mind if I just cut it about here, because I'm sure you got to see him and enjoy him and all that. So again, this is a ball python number 5. So I have also a pair of adults now that I can try to breed. If the female turns out not to be gravid, they'll probably, you know, I'll try to mating season, I'll start the mating season by, you know, winter, as it's supposed to be done. And hopefully we'll see beautiful babies from these guys. Alright, thank you for watching and have a great week. Bye.